Short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Matt Judon. There to bring him down.
Is that over? You better come run next time, son. At the Ravens,
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
This is Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the run.
Now it's Jackson. caught by Snead over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I got you, pop. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, Ingram. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You're over here.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
That's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Kill. Okay, hot, set, wait.
And that'll set them back 5. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Here's Jones on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here we go. Slam. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check 47.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Check three.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
He's coming, double up.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
47. Check, 47. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check it back.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On first down, right back to Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here's Riddick. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Passing play. Flacco. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Wormley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Jackson on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Jackson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Flushed out right. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check, ready. Go to base. Check, 47. Here we go.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 43. 39 yards there, a big one.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
40.
Roger, 5-0.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Flacco now on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Shoves him aside. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Ingram. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. To pass, Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Ingram again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
47 is the mic. I got you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.